welcome everyone on my channel. I hope you're doing great in your life. So today I have brought Dr. DC Vadva and others versus State of Bihar and others, this case, which is the case of 1986. So let's get started. Article 123 of the Constitution authorizes the President to promulgate ordinances if he is satisfied that circumstances exist which renders it necessary for him to take immediate action when both houses of parliament are not in session. Now, under Article 213, similar power was granted to the governor of a state. But how many times an ordinance can be promulgated or re-promulgated? This issue was addressed by the Supreme Court in Dr. D.C. Vadva versus State of Bihar case. Dr. D.C. Vadva and others were the petitioner and the State of Bihar was the respondent in this case. So coming to the background of the case, the State of Bihar adopted a practice of re-promulgation of the ordinance on a massive scale from time to time without any attempt to replace them with the act of the legislature. Between 1967 and 1981, the governor of Bihar re-promulgated 256 ordinances. He promulgated 256 ordinances, which is in itself a huge number. And all these ordinances were kept alive for periods ranging from 1 to 14 years by re-promulgation from time to time. After the session of the state legislature was prorogued, the same ordinances which had ceased to operate were re-promulgated without any substantial changes in the provisions. Now, Dr. D.C. Vadva, a professor of economics in Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics in Pune, challenged the validity of this practice. He was interested in the preservation and promotion of a constitutional functioning of the administration of the country. Dr. Vadva carried out a thorough and detailed research in the matter of re-promulgation of ordinances by the governor of Bihar from time to time. He filed a writ petition in the Supreme Court challenging in general the process of repeated re-promulgation of ordinances. Other petitioners who were affected by the same of the ordinances challenged by the following ordinances in particular, that is Bihar Forest Produce Regulation of Trade, 3rd Ordinance 1983, the Bihar Bricks Supply Control, 3rd Ordinance 1983, the Bihar Intermediate Education Council, 3rd Ordinance 1983. Now these ordinances also suffered the same process of re-promulgation from time to time. During the pendency of the writ petition, the first two ordinances were enacted into act of the legislature. A bill to replace the third ordinance was pending in the state legislature. Now the arguments. The petitioners challenged the repeated re-promulgation of the ordinances by the governor on the ground that it violates the constitutional functioning of the administration in the country. On the other hand, the respondent opposed the writ petition on the following grounds. First, 2 of the 3 ordinances already lapsed and a bill to replace the 3rd ordinance is introduced in the state legislature. So the petitioner have no locus standi to maintain the writ petition. Now second was the petitioners are outside and have no legal interest to challenge the validity of the progress or the process of promulgation of ordinances. Now the question raised before the court is academic in nature and should not be adjudicated upon by the court. And the fourth is the court is not entitled to examine whether the conditions precedent for the exercise of the power of the governor under Article 213 existed or not for the purpose of determining the validity of the ordinance. Now, what are the legal issues involved? The scope of Article 213, which authorizes the governor to promulgate an ordinance. Second is power of the governor to re-promulgate ordinance from time to time without getting them replaced by acts of legislature. And the third is whether a colorable exercise of power is violative of the constitutional scheme. Now coming to the judgment, the primary law-making authority under the constitution is the legislature and not the executive. The power conferred on the governor to issue ordinance is in the nature of emergency, a power which is vested in the governor for taking immediate action at the time when the legislature is not in session. The Supreme Court held that the governor cannot assume legislative function by crossing the limits laid out in the constitution. Any excess would amount to assumption of a function which does not belong to him. Now, repeated re-promulgation of ordinances is clearly contrary to the constitutional scheme and it must be upheld to be improper and invalid. The court also observed that the power to promulgate an ordinance is essentially a power to be used to meet an extraordinary situation and it cannot be allowed to be perverted to serve political ends. A constitutional authority cannot do indirectly what it is not permitted to do directly. The court held that the exercise of power by the state, whether it to be the legislature or the executive or any authority, should be within the constitutional limitations. If such limitations are violated, a member of the public can challenge such practice by filing a writ petition. The court also observed that it cannot examine the question of satisfaction of the governor in issuing an ordinance. The court struck down the Bihar Intermediate Education Council Ordinance 1983, which is still in operation, as unconstitutional and void. Now, why is this case important? Importance is like the primary authority to enact legislation is the legislature. Repromulgation of ordinances circumvents the legislature's primacy. The judgment put a check on the process of repromulgation of ordinances. By doing so, the court upheld the balance between executive and legislature. Now, the impact of this case, Vadva case came before the Supreme Court in 1986. Interestingly, before 1986, the central government had never repromulgated ordinances. The practice began only in 1992. Even after the Vadva judgment, the government are restoring to promulgation and repromulgation of ordinances. This is because the judgment provided some exceptions. It said that the government may occasionally repromulgate when in situation like the legislature has a too much legislative business or at the time at its disposal is short. It is opined that in the era of coalition politics, the Vadva judgment has encouraged rather than prohibited repromulgation and incentivized shorter parliamentary sessions. Now, I think this is all I had to cover in this session, and I hope that this case is clear to you, and in case of any doubt, feel free to drop me a comment section which I would try to respond as my earliest and in case you have not subscribed to my channel, you can do so. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.